share more about. Look, what I want to talk about is really discovering your why. You know, what is the things that you're doing and why are you doing them? What is your why? Why do you work? Why do you work for yourself? Why do you have the things you do or don't have the things that you do? Why? And I think that if you can start to really drill the why and get to the root cause of what's the motivation behind you, then you have a massive chance of living a very fulfilled life, a life that can give you all the success and happiness and joy that you want. So really dig deep. What is your why? What's the thing? What's the motivation? And I think that what I find is, again, let me be very clear, the things that I'm going to talk about, the things that I share, I'm never going to share things that I've not actually done myself, what I've put into practice that's worked or not, because I don't think that I've got the authority. I don't think I have the right to share anything with you that I've not done myself. And I think that what the why really does, what the why really drives you to be, is a force that's being pulled. That why, that burning desire is what pulls you, because you get tired from pushing. If you've got to be pushing yourself at all times and you're always pushing and pushing and pushing, it gets tiresome. It's tough. I've been there, I've done it, and it's not a nice place. You know, it's lonely, it's hard. It's tough. So you need to find the why, and it's the why that will pull you. And when you start to find the why, everything else starts to fall into place. But we don't spend enough time developing the why. We don't spend enough time understanding it. I think that something that's really valuable is the Simon, I don't know if it's Sinek or Sinek, he's got a book called Start With Why, and it's got some really good points in there that talks about yourself, your business, you know, what's the why of the business. If you can get people to buy into your why, then you can get a good connection, and it makes total sense. Definitely worth having a read of the book. But I think that without knowing what business we're in, we feel defeated before we even start. And I think that you've got to find it. You've got to find your why. You've got to be sure what business you're in, because it matters. This stuff matters. It makes a huge difference. Toffee latte, by the way, McDonald's toffee latte, absolutely remarkable. My new little guilty pleasure. I think they're really nice. That's an endorsement. But coming back to what we're talking about, I think I find most people are just, they're making things difficult. They're making things really difficult, and I've done it. I do it all the time. I get scared. I get worried about things. I self-doubt. I think that what happens if I put all this effort in and no one's interested? What if I put all this work in and people think I'm wrong? Happens to all of us. We overthink, we overanalyze, we don't take enough action, and we get frustrated. It's part of being human. It's part of being human. I think that what we need to do is we need to just be us. Find your why. Find the motivation. Find the driving force. Find what it is that gets your heart pumping and the blood circulating. Is it music? Do you know, is it cheesy songs from your teenage years that makes you want to get up and dance like a fool, but it's you and you feel good? What is it that brings the best out in you? Is it somebody that brings the best out in you? Is it when you're around a certain person you feel alive and vibrant like you can take the world on, you feel invincible, then spend your time with that person more often. Spend your time with that person more often. Is it the music? Do that. Is it a film that you watch where after you get that rocky moment where you've got the eye of the tiger and you're ready to go on? Then get yourself in that, as Tony Robbins says, that peak state. Get yourself in that state where you are unstoppable, you are invincible and unshakable. Do that, because that's going to work for you. The biggest problem is we question things. We worry about too much, we question too much, we don't ask enough, we think about things for too long, we ponder on it for way too long, and we lose the intent, we lose the impulse to go and do something, and take the action to go and do something. Just do it. Find your why. Find the force that will pull you forward, and just keep on pushing it. And keep on pushing it, and keep on pushing it, because it's going to make all the difference. Going back to what I said at the start, if you are having to push yourself and push yourself, push yourself and push and push and push, eventually you will get tired, because it is tough. It is tough. So find your why, and that'll pull you. Find the thing that will get your blood jacked and flowing and pumping, because that's going to make you be unstoppable. Maybe I should have come this way. I live out in the middle of sticks. I'm on a country lane, and it's been snowing all day, and I've got a rear-wheel drive German car. They don't like snow. Oh, here we go. Let's have a go. Here we go. So anyway, good news. Been to see a client that, in all fairness, I've been probably prospecting this client for, I'd say, best part of a year. And this is why persistence really pays off. I've stayed in touch, I've nurtured, I've developed the relationship, and then I've got the call just at the right time when they was ready to talk to me. They were ready to make a decision and move forward. So we've arranged a meeting, we've gone back out, and we've just got a deal tied up for 6 months. So there's a 6-month agreement in place for this brand new client. I'm really excited and quite pumped up about wanting to get on board with him and really help to take his business to this next level, because I know what he's got is an amazing thing. It's a fantastic product and service. I can see where he's falling short, and it's like the Pareto principle, if anyone's familiar with this, the 80-20 rule, 80-20. And if you've not seen it, Google it. There's loads of stories talking about it. But basically, what I know will happen with this situation is that we will only literally need to change 20% of the things that we need to work on with him, and that'll get 80% more success, because it's so little, the little things that they're doing, that cause all the problems. These little small things can whack off the entire balance, if you like. And so by just literally tweaking on just a very, very small part of this guy's business, I know we can blow his business up and take him to that next level. Take him to just a different stratosphere in terms of where his business is going to be, both financially and successfully as well. So yeah, great meeting, loads of things happening. I've got a wonderful, absolutely wonderful, exciting project that I'm going to be dropping out really soon called Ignite. I'm not going to tell you too much about that just yet, but I mean, if you want to find out more, drop me an email. Send an email over to support@joncovey.com. It's only really going to be, in the interim period, beneficial to people what's within the Yorkshire reach, maybe a bit further afield, but that could change. That could definitely change as things start to pick up some momentum and the legs start to grow and start to wander away. So yeah, as always though, if you want anything, even if you want just a question to run by me and shoot over to my website, go to my contact page. My website's joncovey.com. drop me an email, support@joncovey.com, tweet me at Jon_Covey. John, as always, is without the H, and I'll obviously look to connect with you. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, because I drop these videos on a regular basis. I've rambled on for the best part of 11 minutes now, but I'm sure there's some massive value in there for some people. I think that one thing that you've got to take from this is that you need to definitely focus on that why situation, you know, find out what it is that's gonna pull you along and stop pushing yourself. And yeah, that's it. Wonderful. I'm almost home, not far, up the country lane, and I'm there. Have a wonderful day. It's Friday. That don't mean that it's 3 o'clock, so you've got to stop, think, shit, it's 3 o'clock, I've got so much to do. Keep on pushing, keep on working hard, and do you know, just enjoy life. Have fun, laugh, smile, get some contact, shake hands, high five, be well. Later, guys.